So, playing Spell Chess, pretty cute little variant on chess.com. I have yet to claw back the default rating of 1500, but I played a few games not really having internalized these two spells. So this freeze spell, which both sides have 5 of, allows you to freeze in place a 3x3 section of your opponent's pieces. And this one allows you to jump. Fortunately, there are 2 blockers here. If there was only one blocker, I'd be lost. I was beating a 1700 off camera, and then I flagged. And I was aware that I was low on time, but I guess I just didn't see his move. And I had it down to just a chess game. So it was a little bit... I would have liked having those points. But people don't seem to really mind if you're low rated. So my opponent is setting a trap. If I take that bishop, I lose instantly because he'll freeze, he'll jump over this pawn and win. But he's saying, because I can do this. My opponent seems to be a pretty good sport. Someone said something to me in Vietnamese in another game. But it wasn't mean. It was rather like expressing dissatisfaction. So I can still win this bishop because... Oh, a misclick. Oh, I guess it's a shame there's no take-back function. I can still freeze this. And in fact, the most efficient way to do it will get all of these. I can make a move, and this is still on the cards. This taking this bishop here. Okay, I want an arrow to go away now, please. Nope. This interface is a little bit iffy. Oh, so maybe my opponent intended, instead of bishop f5 as a cheap trap, bishop g4, which would have been a trade of queens? I don't know. Now, if bishop check and I block, I lose. So I would have to step to the right. These spells regenerate as well. Now, I'm okay with my opponent taking my queen because we're just going to simplify. And I'm going to hopefully trade down and avoid, you know, any traps. Should be enough to win. Now, the thing about the freeze tactic is that if they, make a threat and then freeze your stuff, you can just do the same right back. Now, I do want to freeze this stuff because I can't freeze it here. It has to... Oh, no, I can. Okay. I'm gonna play this one. I thought it had to be centered on a piece, but I guess that's not the case. So chess.com has this whole selection of variants now in the free-for-all section. Oh, so this is actually a very nice defense by him, which I overlooked because if I take, he gives check, takes, and then the rook would jump and I would lose. But I think I can take and just step over. And if I'm wrong about that, let's see how. Okay, now what? The jump spells have got to be used pretty sparingly because you only get 2. I'm a little confused by this. I don't think what he's saying is right. So this won't win the piece because he will freeze this pawn. But what it will do is make him simplify down the spells. So he will be forced to freeze this pawn and then move something else. And he'll be able to save the bishop, but... Okay, so my opponent hoped to checkmate me by using 2 spells at once, but it's not possible. It's definitely a fruitful little idea. Oh, so he's frozen all of this stuff. Okay. I can't take and I can't take here, so... do I move the knight? He pushes the pawn, I'll take it. I think I should be okay. The important thing is not to flag, because 5-2 isn't... If you hesitate with a 2-second increment, then that can be a loss. I'm just greedily taking pawns now. People who play this variant are pretty chill. I played a large board variant yesterday, and then I beat someone quite high rated, and they said to me that was boring. I said, well, your rating is too high for you to mean the variant. So he was saying, I'm boring, my style of play is boring. He said yes. Pretty lame. Okay. So I'm gonna go, like, I'm gonna freeze this and play here. Now he has to freeze the knight in response. If I were to ever, like, put my king in the center, that would... huh. So he's allowing, I'll just... I feel like this is actually stronger because the rook on c5 could get a little active. How did I end up with 1 less spell? I must have goofed somewhere. Just a question of activating this rook. I think I could take this pawn, but that would be... maybe not enough for just one, to use an entire spell. I wonder, is it possible to get a different board? Okay, I don't think this was good, because I can freeze everything and push this. And he just used his last freeze spell. And there's no jump, there's nothing which can jump, which can move. So I think he's reaching for the resign button and accidentally offered me a draw. I'll offer him a rematch. It's a bit harder to play black. Okay, he said nah. Okay, never mind. GG. I guess I would like to play. I like that spell chess. I'm not really huge on duck chess. It's just a bit too. You basically like take turns putting the duck in on the same two squares. Chess 960, like they've put it in here, but it was always available, so it's not that much of a novelty. Okay, let's try this one. Maybe I can get back to 1500. So, the queen h5 move doesn't work because you can go rook takes instantly. So knight here is not good, I don't think. I think you're supposed to do this. But once he goes bishop c5, we're not going to push because takes, bishop check, and I can't block. So I think the best thing to do might be bishop here or bishop here. And I don't want to go here for him to just kick me and then... I don't know how much, people have figured out about this variant. It's easy to be misled into thinking that certain tactics work when they don't. Queen f6 with black, just, I think it can't be good. Like, what I know about chess variants in general, and there are some exceptions, like in team player 4 chess, where you just kind of run the queens around like crazy. Okay, so he can sack f2 and jump the knight. That's what this is. Could go bishop g5. What do you do? Because I'm just going to go king f1 and feel fine. He can't cancel out a check. That's good to know. But I guess it depends on how the tactics work out. So I guess I'll go queen e2 next, which is effectively check, as long as I have the jump. Now, if he were to take and freeze the knight, I could do anything and just freeze the queen so it can't run, and then he would lose the queen. What would I do if I were black? Maybe queen g6. If you go queen g6, queen e2, he goes king f8. Maybe that's the safest. There's no actual checkmate. It's a matter of you play until you run out of... Well, there is checkmate, but you can also capture the king like I'm going to do now. So I jump this, and white wins. So that's fun. I think I'm going to offer a rematch since I'm playing black. Okay, so now it's up to me to defend the black side. And UB Dip from PieChess told me you either need to play e6, e5, or c6. So what should I do here? What's the threat? There's queen h5, but I could take queen f3. Okay, I'm just gonna... I don't care if I lose, you know, as long as we're trying to learn something tactically. Is he gonna go queen g6? Okay, so he's threatening bishop takes f7. I guess I've just played this. Isn't this potentially dangerous because he can never block? Okay, I could give a check and he would freeze my queen. I could even give a check and freeze his king. And he would block and freeze my queen. And I would lose the queen. That would be bad. I think... I wonder about like b5 or something. I just have to be careful about the counter step. Let's try some kind of Evans gambit. I guess it's not going to be as good as in standard because there's this jump. So I can't really go d5. Maybe I should just cut my losses and go knight c6. Oh, I guess I sort of won by accident because I can do this. So I guess queen e7 has a bit of bite to it. I made a threat that I didn't realize I was making at the time. Hoping that the sound quality turns out good. I wonder if this variant is like Bookhouse, where you have people who just always try and win too early, and it never really works for them. So this is more or less forced. Is he gonna go queen f6 again? Okay, what have we got? Okay, so he fixed it. Alright, this game will probably be harder because he is sort of getting the point that you have to develop a bit. And you can't just win right out of the bat. Especially not with black. Now, I could go bishop g5 and freeze everything, but he would freeze me in response. I wonder what happens if I just play... Okay, bishop g4 won't be a threat because I'll always just be able to take it, so I don't really know if I need to play a3. Let's just play it like, try and trap the bishop using just chess stuff. I guess he can always go a5, and then what was the point? Isn't bishop g5 just really strong because he moves the queen, and I take e7, and then he can't go king takes? Okay, I think a4 might have been a bit of a dud move. Okay, but we'll take this. I don't know if it's really worth one spell. We'll find out. Obviously, if he goes bishop takes f2, if I were to take, I would have to freeze the queen. Oh. 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 Now, if I take it and freeze the bishop, he can freeze all of this, and I'm busted. If I go king c2, that looks kind of bad. But is it losing? I could also try bishop e3 and freeze the queen, but then he freezes everything. He would freeze all of this. So I'm not seeing how to avoid king d1 here. So king takes f2, freeze bishop. He freezes at e3. But I can go bishop e3. Oh. Oh. Okay. This isn't legal. So I really have to just go like this. How annoying. We lost a lot of time. I wonder if I could just sax it on him. Just take and go knight g5. I guess I want to develop, but that's difficult. Maybe I'll just play something lame. Maybe I'll just try and trade off the queen. Oh, bollocks. Okay. I'm probably gonna lose this one. Let's freeze the queen. No. Okay, we'll do like this. Nope. This one's probably lost. We'll see how it plays out. Oh, I can't move my own piece. Oh, this is pretty difficult. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try and win like this. Would also make use of checks. A4 was such a dud. If I'd have played something, if I'd have played Bishop G5, that would have been more appropriate. I think after Bishop F2, I'm just kind of busted. It's gonna be very tough. If Bishop F2, I might just take F2, go Knight BD2. Oh, actually, no. Oh, wait. The whole check idea doesn't really make any sense. Because it's... Oh, wait, no, maybe... Well, no, not if Bishop F2. Maybe that's a hard move to find, though, but if he finds it, I have no way to cover everything. Ah, so he prevented the check, which is a nice... Okay, I think the only move I have now is to just give a sad little check. Oh, I flagged. Okay, never mind. Oh, he played D4. Okay. How can this work? If he takes it, Bishop B4 just seems to be winning. Oh, it's not winning because he can freeze me. He can put two pieces in the way. Alright, let's try to take. Let's see what happens. Often you think you found a tactic, and you haven't. If queen takes d4, then queen takes d4, I would jump. I can't freeze and jump at the same time. So it would just be giving it one spell. Oh, okay, that is a bit of a nasty move, because I can't really save the queen. I could take it and freeze the knight. I think that's what I have to try. But we're gonna do it like this, so that he can't push h4. He could go queen d2, but if queen d2, I go bishop b4. So if queen d2 and he freezes my queen, I go bishop b4. And he can't take the queen. If he takes the bishop, I'm unfroze. I can go queen c1, which is actually just a chessmate. Because there's no block. Queen would be on b4. And isn't this just winning? I think it is. There's no way to block without me jumping over. I am thinking about making Bughouse videos. Although I got to 2600 partly by playing with Robbie, and then I also played one in the random pool. That was a while ago. And looking at the random pool, I know that I'm not going to win many games. But I will hope that I can make some content that is useful, like how to play aggressively while holding flow, so you can try to keep partner alive. And that involves the Firefly opening, which is pretty reliable. And I don't think this bishop b4 move is very good. So we're going to open the e file, and then I'm going to go bishop g5. So no more screwing around with a4. So what is he going to do to defend? I guess he might have a lot of his own tricks here. Maybe I push b4 again. So if he goes queen g6, b4, try to kick the bishop off of the defense of the knight. I'm not sure if this is a win for me or not. He can't move the king. I take your king first, right? You can't counter a check with a check. Okay, looks like this player is done. I only learned this game yesterday, so if anyone watches this and knows a whole bunch of theory, like, definitely enlighten me. I guess the Ruy Lopez takes on a special kind of significance because I threaten knight takes e5 right away, but it looks kind of dodgy. I'm gonna do this one. I guess there's like freezing things, and then when you move into the freezing zone, by the time your next move comes around, you'll be able to move again. So that's how I was able to win that game. So really, in that game, bishop takes f7 should have just been checkmate. But I guess it was a matter of knowing that it's checkmate. Because you have to capture the king sometimes. I think maybe that's a little iffy. Now I'm not gonna take the queen because if queen b4, king f1. I'm not gonna take the. Actually, no. If queen b4, I'll capture his king right away. So that is not gonna work for him. I guess we pin this. It makes the most sense. He can't capture the bishop because I'll also jump this pawn and win. Now the thing is, I can't really push and threaten pawn takes because, oh, but I am threatening to take him. So I'm threatening to take him, and he can't take me. But the tactics of this game, I'm putting my pieces in center squares and hoping that the tactics work out for me. And so far they are, except for the one game. I like this a lot more than duck chess. Okay, doesn't want to play again. This variant, I like big board variants. This is just too much, and the pawns promote to queens. So this XXL variant, I can't say that it's fun. It's not really. See, there are so many great extra large, or even just large, 10 by 10 variants that it's like, why would you slap together one that's really dumb? And you've got like knight kings, knight bishops. You've got this piece that just um, I can't draw arrows. I guess I can. The one that I did quite like. Um, well, they have S chess now, and it's not as elegant as on Pi chess. But yeah, this one is kind of daft. So that like donkey looking llama thing, 2 spaces to the right of the king, it moves like an elongated knight. It's just like a lot of the movements are arbitrary. So yeah, I think it's because they couldn't talk to Christian Freeling or the guy who made Omega chess. Those are great large board variants. But they have S chess. Tried to play this one and the guy resigned after a move. And this they have a quote unquote improvement to Capablanca chess, but not Capablanca chess. I don't know, is it copyright issues? Like, what's the deal? Try and get another game of spell chess, that'd be nice. Okay. maybe I'll wrap up with this. Oh, it's the same dude who just got tired of rematching me. Fair enough. I guess we just play regular looking chess moves. Hope that the tactics work out. Now, what is this supposed to be? So we can give it check. Now I can't take on d4 twice because my king would die. I think that it's easy to miss these tactics. I think that it should show check. If the interface showed you that you're in check, the games might improve a little bit. Alright, we got a good player here. Duck Vader. Alright, teach me something. C6. Queen A5 is a non-issue because my rook will take it. Well, let's take the center then. Again, Queen A5, not a problem. So, is this how strong black players play? Okay. What's the plan here? Like, where is that queen going? I don't know. He must know what he's doing. He's got a good rating. If I go knight f3, he goes knight g4. Is that the idea? I could go, oh, is he threatening queen b4? Like, what's the deal here? Do I go queen d2, like, four-player chess style? What do I do about queen b6? Alright, well... Oh, oh, if I play here, there's queen b4. Okay. If I play bishop d2, there's queen takes b2. I kind of want to try that anyway. Oh, if I play... There's also queen takes d4. So, how do I respond to... Maybe it is this. If e6, he's threatening bishop b4, which threatens to take. Okay, so we'll... Okay, I guess when you have to play a3, it's a sign that your opening has failed. Now he's going to freeze my rook and then try to jump me, I guess. And I'm sort of counting on having some good in-between move. Ah, I can't freeze him. So all I can really do is take the rook. I can't take the bishop on the next move. But should I take here? Yes, because... Oh, he still has a jump, so he'll castle. He'll castle. And I will need 2 more moves, and he'll be threatening to take me. So I better just take this one. Nearly flagged. I guess it's going to be hard to win when there's no time to think about what I'm doing. Ah, okay, yeah, well. Okay, so I think I'll sort of ask myself what I could have done differently, and then... Okay, so Queen D2 wasn't working. Queen B6 is interesting. Maybe Queen D3 is better. Maybe I just go Bishop E3. Let something like this happen. Why would I give up a pawn? Someone's gonna have to let me know, or I could just Google it myself, like the theory on all of this. I mean, are you supposed to not go D4? Interesting. I wonder if I can get any other variants before I close out. I'll have to get good before I start trying to play again. These variants get a bit daft. I mean, this is barely chess by my definition, because you barely have like the heterogeneity that makes chess interesting. FFA is a bit much. I'm still over 2100 in that, but it's just like it gets a bit much when you have like 3 guys just all wailing on you. Okay, I guess I'm gonna end the recording. This is sort of a test recording anyway.